People, how are we? Hopefully we're all doing well. I'm Tom. Different environment, different sort of scenery, a brand new car. Thought I'd mix it up a little bit. The dust has officially settled on the Fury versus Usyk fight. And some fight it was, right? Brilliant, fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I'm not even mad about the rematch. Like, I'm happy to see that again. It was pretty fantastic fight. So this video is assuming that that fight does go ahead, which we're led to believe it will. Where does AJ stand in all of this? What does he do? Which is, it's an interesting question, and it's a good question to ask, I think, because look, ultimately AJ wants to become a 3-time world champion. He's made that pretty clear. It's kind of evident to see. It's plain to see. It's plain to see. And he wants to probably be undisputed. I think it's probably still on his checklist, right? And fair enough. So if AJ and Usyk are tied up, let's list for his opponents, shall we? You got Fury, you got Usyk, you got Parker, you got Wilder, you got Zhang, you got Dubois, and you got Hrgovic. I think if we go with those 7, and we can eliminate some nice and quickly. Fury and Usyk, they're tied up fighting each other, so they're gone. Then you've got Dubois and Hrgovic. Well, he'll only fight the winner of that, and I'm pretty sure it'll be Hrgovic. Initially, I thought Dubois, but I just think, look, Dubois is coming off the back of a loss against Usyk, and then a very, very hard-fought win against Miller, which is great and a fantastic win and phenomenal for his career, but they've thrown him to the Sharks a bit early, and it's probably too soon to be fighting the likes of Filip Hrgovic. I think Hrgovic is going to get the win, so we'll get rid of Dubois because he's not going to fight the loser. So it's Hrgovic. Now, he'll only fight Hrgovic if Hrgovic has the title. Now, we're pretty certain the IBF will strip the winner of Fury Usyk before the fight and let them fight for it. So, provided that happens and goes ahead, even though it might be soon. I mean, it's next week now and we've still heard nothing. So, provided that does happen, then he can fight them for a world title, because Eddie Hearn has said that his fight will be for either AJ's next fight will be undisputed or just a title. Probably not undisputed, given the likelihood of it being stripped. So we'll put Hrgovic over here for the minute and say, yeah, he can fight Hrgovic if he gets the title. So then we're looking at the winner of Wilder Zhang. Well, if the winner's Zhang, I think he'll just sack off Zhang. I don't think he'll fight Zhang. Why would you? He's a 40-year-old. I mean, I think AJ wins, by the way, but it's what's worth the risk? He's not your mandatory, so you don't need to. You don't gain anything from it. He's no longer a mandatory or anything like that. So you don't gain anything from it, and you might lose to a 40-year-old slow-ish, having lost a couple of times, heavyweight in Zhang. So then you're looking at Wilder is left, and I like that. I think Wilder needs to. I think Wilder's good. We've been wanting to see it for years and years and years, but Wilder's only good if he beats Zhang, and I think Zhang will beat Wilder. And it's not going to be, he won't fight Zhang after, so we can get rid of Wilder. So then you're left with Parker. Now, Parker or Hrgovic. I think he'll go with Hrgovic, provided Hrgovic has the title. Again, he wants to be 3-time world heavyweight champion. If Hrgovic has that title, Hrgovic is a fight he can win. It's an easier fight than Parker. He's going to go that route. And again, rightly so. I think he'll beat Hrgovic. So I think it'll be there. Or Parker. I think the only reason he'd go Parker is if Hrgovic doesn't have a world title. If Hrgovic doesn't have a world title, AJ wants to sell out Wembley in September. Dubois is a hell of a dance partner to do that with. Wilder is, if Wilder beats Zhang, but I don't think that'll happen. So then you go to Parker. That's 1 and 2. Fury and Usyk are fighting each other. Usyk and Fury are fighting each other, and then 3 and 4, AJ and Parker are fighting each other. And that's some drop. That's some competition there, and the drop off to the rest is some drop off. So that's what I think it's going to be. I think Hrgovic if he has a title, and if Hrgovic doesn't have the title, I think it'll be Parker. Either one of them, I think AJ wins. I think you got Fury, or you got Usyk, Fury, AJ, top 3, and I think the drop off to 4 is quite a drop off. I think 1, 2, 3 are up there. 4 is down there in the form of Parker, and then 5 is down there. I think you've got Usyk, Fury, AJ, Parker, like Dubois. Do you know, or Zhang, whoever you have next. But I think that drop-off is quite a drop-off. I think the top 3 beat Parker, fairly handily. And then Parker beats the rest fairly handily. I think the drop off from Parker to the rest is quite high. And the drop off between Parker and AJ is quite some gap. And I'll tell you why I think that. Now, people might be thinking, look, Parker can't, I don't think Parker stops AJ. I don't think Parker can knock out AJ. If Parker can knock out Wilder, I don't think he can knock out AJ. Parker's not known as a knockout artist. He's a phenomenal boxer, but he's not known as a knockout artist. So I don't think he can knock out AJ. So then you go to, can he beat him on points? Well, no, we've seen that. Now, you might sit there and go, yeah, but this was Parker of old. Parker's way better now. And you're right, and I agree with you. But people would also argue AJ's looking better now than he ever has before. And he's done rounds in there with the likes of Alexander Usyk, who, twice, by the way, who's a phenomenal boxer. He's going to learn heaps and bounds from that. And his boxing has come on a long way as well. So you got, yeah, okay, Parker's looking the best he's ever looked, but so's AJ. And I think if AJ beat Parker then when, like, if AJ was there and Parker was there when they first fought, they're just there now. Do you know what I mean? So I still think AJ wins. And AJ, look on the form he's on now, might even stop him. Don't think he would, but he might. And then Hrgovic, I think, is a whitewash. So I think that's where it stands at the moment. Either way, AJ needs to keep busy. And either way, I want to go and see. If AJ's fighting at Wembley, I want to be there. But you let me know if you think I'm well off, people. I could be missing something huge out here. But I think that's the way it's going to go. I think we can get rid of Fury and Usyk while they're tied up. Zhang, well, why would you fight him? I just don't think it makes any sense. I don't need to beat Wilder. Wilder, well, he'll need to beat Zhang. And if he beats Zhang, he's an option. If he doesn't beat Zhang, which I don't think he will, get rid of him. Dubois, I think he'll lose to Hrgovic. Hrgovic, well, he needs a world title. And then Parker, but I think AJ beats him. But you let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, people. Look forward to reading it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe. You know how YouTube works, people. Peace.